it'd be Thursday, August, pick a number, 29, I don't know. Overcast, but probably 75. Humidity's still up there kind of high, a little breeze. Not bad for end of August. So here's our issues. We got some of these pine bottom logs that we cut into flats. Now we got to trim them to be 20 inches long. They're 1.5 inches thick. And you know, so I used a square and I drew lines where I wanted them. So like this, I think this is 14 inches. So this is less than 14, so it fits. I can put one clamp over here to hold this down. I can use a chainsaw and then get a chainsaw. But some of these are too big, too wide to fit on here. So it would mean I'd have to double clamp them at 2 different angles so they don't rotate. And my saw is only 16 inches long, the bar, and some of those are 20 inches. So then, you know, I gotta come around the other side. I want them to be kind of square. So I thought about the sawmill. I was gonna put a board here and then have these upright, but this is too tall. I only have like a 19-inch height cut, and these are like 26 or some of them. So what I did is I dropped it down. And I'll show you how I think this is going to work. We're going to clamp the saw blade right here. And then once I have the one side cuts, then they're all 20 inches. I can stack them up and right through. And the sawmill is like way faster than using a chainsaw. You know, even though it's only pine, but you know, the sawmill just like goes right through it, no problem. It's a lot faster. I'd have to clamp as many clamps if I was to clamp them on the cart. So that's my thought. We're going to see how it goes. All right, we'll know at the same time. No one's going to be first or second, whoever watches this video. All right, so this is the bigger side. What I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this just on the line or so, and then we're going to and then we'd have to clamp this one here. So we have clamped right at the line that we want to cut. Now let's take it over. Alright, and so that's going to sit right on top of that. And I don't know, you know, this may be more efficient way to do this, but let's just see if it's going to function. And then we're going to clamp that one. Clamp that one. Remove this. And that should be our line right there. And there we go, I got the blade set, and we shouldn't have to move it. We won't move this. All we're going to do is just pop more boards in and right across. Take this out, put it on the side, and do the next one. And that's the theory. So let's fire this up, see if it works. Alright, we got, those are all too wide to fit on that. But there's some there that would just fit. But I think I'm going to cut them out here for shits and giggles. Alright, we got all those cut on one side. So here's a pretty good cut. Right? Cut them pretty close. But now we have to do the other sides. I think what we're going to do, since they're all 20-inch height now, and we have a nice square end, that we're going to stack them. Use a log dog. Set it at 20, well, whatever, minus. And do a couple passes, and we should be all done with these. As opposed to having had to cut with the chainsaw on both sides. But we'll just make a stack and do them all at once. Well, a bunch of them at once. Alright, here's the plan. Got a plank I put down on the bottom. Let's not see it that way. Let's see, I got this plank. So those are sitting on that. This is 20 inches to here, and the blade is set. So I stacked 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn this down so we don't hit that. And I should just take this saw and then they should all be square. Well, I guess the ends should be pretty much parallel anyways. Maybe not square with the sides. But that's 4 at once. That should make quick use of that pile. I think I'm going to load them on this cart because then they're going on the trail. Alright, those I just cut. Those came out to be 20 and a half. And those aren't looking like they're lining up. So I'm going to check my dimensions here. Let's have a look. We finally got the settings right. We got 20 inches. So we got all those flats cut to 20. And these, as well as that one, was some ash boards. And actually, it was one of those ash bottom logs I cut into inch and a half thick planks. So I stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them there, and we cut them. And just make sure we got our settings right. Yeah, pretty close. I think that bottom one lifted up a bit. Let's check this one. Oh, I guess for some reason we are 20 and a half, 23 quarters. Oh yeah, it's shifted. That's why. All right, well. You know, once this fixture is all set up, it goes pretty quick. I can cut like 4 of them at a time. But when both sides are uneven, it takes a while to square up one of the edges and then stack them. And that's all the scraps, and that's going in our ceremonial burn pile. For the most part, you know, if they're less than 14 inches wide, ideally less than 14, and you know, planks I put on there, and with 1 or 2 of the clamps, then I just use a chainsaw and cut them in and stack them right there. But when they're too wide to fit on that, or they're individual ones, short ones, are kind of hard to clamp on there. But this takes a lot to set this fixturing up, so you know, it was a fun thing to try, but I probably won't do it much more. You know, maybe those bottom logs there, once I cut those up, those will probably be too big and too short to conveniently put on there, so I might reset this. But that was today's fun project. Here we go, we got all those flats loaded. We're going to take them on a trail and put them in place. Okay, I think this is where we started. That's once we worked down there, and we made it to here, and today we made it, all those flats got us way down there, and we still got some more to go. Alright. Yep. As the rainy, wet season, muddy season starts to develop the next month or so, this will all just walk on it. It'll self-level because it's also muddy. It sinks in.